Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. As we start a new trading week, we have a lot of interesting things going on. As we started the weekend, or ended the weekend, we can see gold starting that reversal now that we were kind of fearing here. We're going to watch our commodity stocks because I believe we're going to get a hell of an opportunity here in the next few days, maybe a week. So I'll keep you all informed on that. This is something that we intended because the US dollar continues to rocket up here. And if it had broken up instead of down, we theorized that a lot of our assets, especially precious metals, would probably have a cool-off period. And we can see the US dollar, the most important thing here, is the 106.23. Looks like it's trying to give way. And we know we have an overall technical target on the DXY, and it's just going to be a very quick update here this morning on the DXY. But the technical target out of this breakout, of this consolidation, is 110. Now, our next resistance, if we get above 106.23, is 107.28. So this could be very, very dicey for precious metals. As we know, we've been expanding on them, out of the silvers, out of most of our stuff. So we'll see what B2 Gold here does this morning. We'll see how silver responds as it's down 4.28%. So we're definitely getting a cool-off that we needed. US 10 years up 0.54%. We'll see what happens here with the dollar as the day goes on. Total crypto market cap's looking good, up 1.66% to 2.357 trillion. I just wanted to go over this stuff very quickly. And right now we're moving up. If we can break this 200-day resistance at 2.375 trillion, we can make a push right back up here to the 2.58 trillion. Looks like we're having a small reversal here, so we'll see if that can break through, or if with the total crypto market cap, we start coming up like this and then we just reverse right back down. That's what we need to see here. Because a reversal here, if this starts in like a little bit of a channel here, a reversal will bring you all the way back down to 2.04 trillion and then possibly worse. So right now we're in this consolidation here, and we're trying to see if the total crypto market cap pulls around and then pulls out, or if it ends up breaking down here and then just starts pushing down. Same thing can be said for Bitcoin, as we might as well look at Bitcoin as it's up 979.85 points to 65,932. This is coming right back up to that 66,000 resistance area that we're in right now. And now it's up to us. Can we get above this? It's a very pivotal point right here. 65,700 right now at the 200-day and the 4-hour. But if we can get past here, our next opportunity, we should be retesting 71,700 if we continue pushing up. This is much like the total crypto market cap. And we could absolutely be like, oh, you know what? Technically, we're in like a little bit of a formation like this, which is true. But I want to see if it respects that, what could be a bull flag setup here. That's what I'm trying to see, if it respects that. So that's why I didn't put this out, even though you could. I still think it's trying to respect that formation out in front of us. And with how far it's come from the bottom, I still want to make sure if it were to play out bullishly, that we didn't get tricked by this little formation. Because one could argue that that's still a bull flag setup. So until it breaks down and has a predicted run down here to 50,600 on a drop, you got to still, you know, look at it as if it could be a bullish consolidation here until it breaks down. Doesn't look all that exciting with the way it came back up. Not a lot of volume. But until it breaks down, we have to honor it. So if it did break up, we could be looking at 85,000. But right now, that looks like it's not going to happen as confluently as it looks like a drop could. However, it's back up in that range. So as long as it's back up in that formation, we can have a bullish push here. So let's just watch that. And then our first underneath support would be around 57,500 on a drop. That would be the broadening wedge retest as support instead of resistance. So let's see how that plays out as well. The XRP Bitcoin pairing, as we get into XRP, is still trying to bounce off of this bullishly. Right now, we're back within the nice descending formation. As long as we stay above 800, we should be able to push back up here towards the 200-day to the top side, and also that downtrending resistance line at 867. So we could be in for a little bit of movement here today, but watch if we lose that 800. then 769 and down to 693 if it were to have a breakdown. So just pay attention to that. And the XRP market cap is at 29.478 billion, up 1.89%, or 545.7 million. Right now, it looks like we're coming back to a retest of 31.885 billion. If we're trying to get a back test here for resistance, if we get back within here, then we have to retest the rising channel resistance at 34.6 billion. So right now, first target 31.8 billion on a continuation up. Second target to retest the rising channel at 34.43 billion approximately. So either or, if it comes up in that direction, we're going to see if we can continue this push up here. If we go into the XRP price action, we've broken our way through this short-term bull flag as we talked about. We had a technical target of 54.07 cents. So anybody who's been paying attention the last week or so, when we formed this bull flag, we put a technical target out here of about a 10% move up to 54 cents. And you can see just from 496, it's a 9.06% move, and then it was actually down. It came all the way down to 48, whatever. But anyhow, so right now XRP filled out that technical move. So the technical target we were talking about, and we've talked about this, even if we were bearish, we should exhaust ourselves. And when it came down like this, it formed this, what I said was a sneaky bull flag, which it played out perfectly. Technical target, the 5407 area. It played out perfectly. So now we said, even if bearish, it could come back down if it doesn't get on top of this area and start breaking up. So this, now it's going to be very interesting. Now it becomes very interesting on a continuation up. Your next target is going to be to try to retest the drop point. And you can also see on this cup and handle formation, our next real resistance, we've got to get above this 2-hour resistance right now at 54.09, roughly 54 cents we can say. And then our downtrending resistance up at the top is 594. Could be a little bit higher, 597. So that's what we'd be looking at if we can maintain bullishness out of this recent pullback up. And then we'll be looking at that next area. Still leaves a lot to be desired on the daily, where we could have a nice momentous move here if we can have the right catalyst. So we're looking step by step. Right now, we just have to remember we filled out our first technical target at 54.07 cents approximately. And now our next resistance is up at 59.7 cents. If we get above 59.7 cents, then we can back test, or actually retest this downtrending resistance, and that's right around 69.2 cents, where we've got a few layers of resistance to get through, as we can see. But we are starting in a nice momentous way this Monday morning. Not a terrible way to close the weekend. We've straggled our way up to 54 cents, which was nice to see because that was a technical target we made for the audience. So we'll see if that continues to play out. But I'm focusing mostly on XRP this morning because it's at a very important spot as we came up to that resistance point at 54 cents. So let me do the intro this morning so everybody can hear it, get it time-stamped on this new start of the week. Hopefully, but everybody's having a blessed start to this Monday morning, as it's an earlier update to start the week, but I was up, so I wanted to start it, and then I'll probably go to the gym even though it's 38 degrees out. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this update. By you hitting that like button and YouTube recommending the update, all that simply means is when everybody's going through their YouTube feed, through their YouTube scrolling through the news feed, my content will pop up because I'm part of the recommendations. You hit that like button, I become part of the algorithm. YouTube recommends the video, and I pop up in news feeds for newer and older users, and they find their way back to the community, or for the first time to the community. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well and join the over 21,400 subscribers, as we're only 7 subscribers away from 21,500, which is cool to see. If you want to show me personal support, you can always send 1 YouTube super chat per month, as we're getting towards the last week of the month here, believe it or not. Or join Tom's Army. If you're looking to trade crypto in the USA or abroad, look in the video description below and our pinned comments. There's BITUNIX, lowest spot and leverage trading fees in the USA that I found personally. They're not down in high times of volatility. And when you're trying to trade, you can do it spot and leverage, which a lot of exchanges you can't. You can only do spot. And then other than that, you don't need to use a VPN to trade. You don't have to feel like a criminal trading crypto, because we're not criminals. We're just trying to trade and invest. And then they're up during high times of volatility. So just pay attention to that. Just pay attention to that. And that's in the video description below and or pinned comments. So good morning. 8:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, April 22nd, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So, good morning to everybody. As I stated before, please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update, as it's very important, especially to start a new week. Hopefully you're having a blessed day. Don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ here on this Monday morning. And now let's get into business. So as we know, we came up to our technical target. We had what we designed or deciphered as a short-term bull flag that was disguised within a much larger bear flag. Had it have played down, but we figured that it was a bull flag, so we set it up accordingly. We had the technical target up, and that's exactly what played out. Now, and one could argue that we could have, with the recent evidence, we could have put it like this, and this would have been the exact target. But as we know, when we did it, we didn't have that further evidence, and we kept it like this because it had given a full drawn-out pattern. It gave us a beautiful technical target, and it played out absolutely perfectly. So now what you're looking for a continuation and to confirm that this is a bullish reversal, you need to get up and hold 54 cents, and then we can start making a move. It's going to take us getting on top of 54 cents and then start to push up. That's what we have to do here. Otherwise, we can get squeezed here, and if this is the end of the rally, the first sign would be likely just getting rejected again, even if we had any kind of momentum, and then coming back through. But right now we have a bullish cross here. 20 came through the 50 and the 100 in the 2-hour time frame. In the 1-hour time frame, we've had a golden cross of the 20 cross in the 200 and the 50 cross in the 200, which is a bullish reversal confirmation. It's just too small of a time frame to know if it's going to actually play true. So we're going to see if we do have another continuation up, or if this engulfing candle to start is going to get squeezed back down. We were up at 53.51. It's been as low as 53.23, and you're looking for a candle close over 53.40 right now. So, but it is the start of a new week on the East Coast, on the Eastern Standard Time right now. Everybody's waking up. Stock market opens in an hour. Very, very interesting to see how it's going to open up on that side of town. Good opportunities to come, but I'd be paying attention. I wouldn't be buying B2 Gold just yet. I wouldn't be buying anything just yet because it looks like the start of a healthy reversal. And if I was being honest with myself, with gold, now that it broke that line and it's putting in this head formation, you could legitimately come all the way back down. Even to 2200, you could come all the way back down here. So I'd be very careful with the precious metals market. It looks like it's going to have a healthy correction here. Very healthy. Even if it comes all the way back to 2061, I could see that happening, seeing that that was a long-term consolidation and it hasn't backtested yet. Which means with B2 Gold, don't get too excited here. Because I'm telling you, everybody, like, once these reversals happen, now the time to buy was when we did before. And unfortunately, every time I try to buy this back down here, it keeps breaking through this target. So it keeps auto-selling once it gets below 262. And then I try to buy it back if it comes within the line and then try to ride it up. But now it's showing me that it could possibly break through this and come all the way back down to the next downtrending support at 224. That's why I do not want to get caught in this. Like I told everybody, you don't want to get caught in this if it does start to form a head and shoulders formation. So left shoulder, head, and then it comes down right to a right shoulder. You don't want to get caught in that consolidation if it does break down. Or even when it back tests here, you better be careful because it's going to be a big drop. If this consolidates and that short-term breach of that uptrending support is confirmed, we're coming all the way back down to the bottom of this consolidation, it looks like. And this has been a nice descending consolidation right now. So resistance, support, resistance, support. And then we're just kind of consolidating in to figure it out. But This is a bullish reversal eventually, but I could see it after coming up here, possibly coming back down. So we're paying very close attention. I'll keep everybody updated with that. Make sure to watch the live tonight because I'll be able to go more into that as we see how the day plays out. But I'm trying to get everybody the opportunity that we had before. We made a few $1,000s in metals, but now we got to be patient. I sold out of silvers for a reason. B2 gold's been on the cliff. Well, I sold out at 298, gave it a shot at 262. But now that it broke through 260, and it was at 259 on Friday, I need to see how if it sold it all out, if it sold partial out. So we'll see what happened there. It's not down much, but I'm telling you, if gold ends up playing like that, B2 gold's got a healthy correction, and so do the rest. So do the rest. Silver's having a harsher correction only because silver's down a little bit more, about 5%, 4.1% compared to 1.8% in gold. But these are healthy corrections. I'm actually very excited to see a little cool off because we needed it. If we can get a cool off and come down to like 2200 area, then we could have a nice rocket back out. That's how you can have this nice continuation. But I think we've seen everything on the technical side of town we need. I think we've seen everything we need to see within the chart. So just make an educated and informed decision here. And I want to do one more bit of reading as the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit takes another leap this week, as the 22nd and 24th, well, today and Wednesday, end up being important days of deliberation. So let's read this real quick and then I'll release this to the public. Bill Morgan slams SEC's $2 billion Ripple penalty as legal battle with XRP intensifies. The SEC versus Ripple lawsuit escalates as the SEC seeks $2 billion as a penalty from Ripple Labs over alleged unlawful XRP sales. Ripple's chief legal officer has also mentioned that the SEC is too harsh. The Securities and Exchange Commission dropped charges against Ripple's CEO and co-founder. However, U.S. Judge Annalisa Torres said XRP isn't a security. There's talk about a possible Supreme Court showdown on April 22nd. Ripple will defend itself by challenging the SEC's penalty request and using evidence from other cases. Like Coinbase's attorney Johnny Deaton is also helping thousands of Coinbase customers in a case against the SEC which could benefit Ripple. Bill Morgan, a pro-XRP lawyer, has publicly criticized the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, for demanding $2 billion from Ripple Labs to settle their legal battle. Morgan argues that it's illogical for Ripple, which has largely succeeded in defending itself in the lawsuit, to pay such a hefty amount to the SEC. His comments have stirred discussions within the XRP community, with many questioning the fairness and rationale behind the SEC's demand. Bill Morgan in his Verified X says, if you think utility and legal clarity are worthless, you should be questioning what is wrong with crypto or the crypto market, not what is wrong with XRP. Stillman, utility and clarity are clearly worthless. XRP is obvious proof of that. In fact, he also pointed out that the crypto market should be questioned about the worthlessness of utility and legal clarity. Deaton amplifies Coinbase customers stand against SEC. So Johnny Deaton, an attorney and advocate for XRP holders, has filed to represent nearly 4,701 Coinbase customers in SEC versus Coinbase legal battle. This strategic move strengthens the collective fight against the SEC's unclear classification of cryptocurrencies. In addition, it could have significant implications for Ripple's separate legal case against the SEC. Coinbase's challenge to the SEC's application of the Howey test aims to clarify crypto regulations. Its outcome may strengthen Ripple's position and fortify the SEC's case, shaping the future regulatory landscape for the entire crypto industry. XRP dropped 0.81% to 52.48 cents on Sunday. Right now it's at about 53.4 cents after rising on Saturday. Investors are keenly watching the SEC and Ripple legal battle, with Ripple's response due by April 22nd. The full details will come out on April 24th. Ripple needs to show that most XRP sales after the complaint were to non-U.S. investors and lessen penalties. The SEC wants $2 billion to stop Ripple from selling XRP to big investors. Ripple's response is the last chance before Judge Annalisa Torres makes a decision. Investors are also watching for any SEC appeal. However, technical signs show XRP's price might drop but a rise to 57.39 cents is possible. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. And if you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments. Just remember before you leave that XRP right now has a technical resistance right now that we tapped, a technical target of 54.07 cents. If we break above that, we do have that 57 cent area they talked about, and then also just above it at 594. And then if we break down, first sign would be if we lose 51.8 cents. Have a blessed morning, everybody, and keep the info, or at least use the information you learned this morning and take it to heart. Don't play the victim, play the winner. We don't deal with hate, we deal with love. We want lovers, not haters. Positivity over negativity, and we want to be in this together. So we want to be inclusive, not divisive. Have a blessed morning, all.